How are we all doing? So I'm going to call this week's visualization Calm in the Chaos. It's just sometimes really useful to have a visualization that can help you just find a bit of peace and quiet, a bit of calmness when we live such a busy, chaotic life. And sometimes it's difficult to just be able to calm our minds, our busy minds. Even when we close our eyes, sometimes doing visualizations, meditations can still be quite active. So this week's visualization will just help sort of calm that down a little bit and find a bit of peace in our chaotic world. So when you're ready, find yourself a nice comfy spot, either sitting or lying down, and when you're ready, close your eyes. Just take a few deep breaths, so in through the nose and out through the mouth for a couple. And then just continue through the nose, in for 4, out for 6. Just trying to extend that out breath. Each time we extend the out breath a little bit longer than the in breath, it just helps calm our whole nervous system, slows the heart rate down, it just brings us into a calmer state of being. I want you to imagine in your mind's eye now a door opening up. So wherever you are doing this meditation, imagine that a door suddenly materializes sort of a few meters in front of you, just hovering off the ground slightly. And I want you to imagine yourself walking towards that door. And then opening the latch. It's got like a big old latch on it. Open that latch, pull the door back, and then walk through. As you walk through, you go down some steps along the corridor. And along the corridor towards the end, you can see a bright green glow. As you get nearer and nearer, you realise that green glow is actually an oasis, either a woodland or a beautiful garden coming into view. You walk into this beautiful oasis of calm. I want you to imagine you're barefoot, so you can feel the grass underneath your feet. It's nice and soft and cool. You can feel a gentle breeze in your hair. You start to tune in to your surroundings. You can hear birds in the trees, little busy bees buzzing around. But it's a very calm space. You can't hear anything sort of mechanical or man-made. It's all natural space. The sound of the wind in the trees, maybe the distant sound of some running water. As you tune more and more into the sounds, just take a longer, deeper breath in for 5, then try and push out for 7. And imagine as you're breathing in the smells and the scents of this beautiful oasis. The flowers, the smell of the grass, and breathing out any sort of old, tired energy, any stress, just push that out through your mouth. And a nice long breath in through the nose again. Breathe in all the aromas in this beautiful oasis. Now you notice the sun. It's a really beautiful blue sky. The sun's not too hot, but it's really warming on the skin. It feels so nice and calming. It's like the perfect day. And as you look back from where you walked, the door and the passageway is now gone, and you're just surrounded, completely engulfed in this beautiful oasis. No one else is there but you. And you're completely safe in this oasis. No one can interrupt you, no one can spoil it. This is your complete sanctuary from everything. And as you walk through, you notice in the distance somewhere you can sit. Maybe it's next to some water and you can hear the water running. Could be a tree stump, could be a bench. You get to decide. Just use your imagination. But it's somewhere at the end of a long corridor of greenery. Maybe it's in the wood, it's at the end of the clearing, but it gives you the chance to look back at the oasis around you and have that vantage point. When you get there, you take a seat. And just take a moment to just feel really grateful for this place. Really lucky that you've been able to use your incredible imagination to literally travel to such a beautiful oasis of calm. Experts in neurology often say that our brain waves function exactly the same when we visualize as it does in real life. So by visualizing this space, your brain is reacting as if this space really did exist. It's having the same calming effect on your entire nervous system. And your brain waves, everything's calming down in this space. Just take a moment. Keep your breathing as natural as possible, so you're not focusing on it too much. But just think how grateful you are for this moment. And then I want you to think of 3 other things that you're really grateful for in your day. What 3 things do you feel grateful for? What 3 things have gone well? Maybe it's time spent with a loved one. Maybe it's that the weather was nice when you woke up in the morning. Maybe it's you had a good night's sleep. Maybe you heard some good news. There's always something worth feeling grateful for in our day. Even when we live such a chaotic life, there's always these nuggets, these moments of good fortune, good news. We just have to dial in sometimes and try and remember them. It's always easy to feel a headwind when something's pushing against you, but we often neglect when things are going for us, when we've got a tailwind, when things are pushing us in the right direction. So by thinking of things that we feel grateful for, helps us to appreciate and bring more of that into our life. So the more we feel grateful, the more things to feel grateful about come into our life. So when you thought of those 3 things, I want you to take one last look around this oasis. And in the far distance, I want you to see the door reappear. Visualize yourself standing up, slowly walking back towards that door. Taking with you all the positivity, all the calmness from this oasis. As you open the door and walk back through, I want to visualize yourself back in the room again, lying or sitting where you were to begin with. Just feel that afterglow, even though you're back in the room. You can still feel the calmness, the afterglow of this visualization washing over you. And say to yourself, from this moment forward, I pay more attention to the things that I should feel grateful for, and less attention to the things that don't necessarily go right for me. By focusing on them, I'll bring more abundance and create my own wonderful oasis. And this visualization's there whenever you feel life is getting a little bit chaotic. You can just find this calm space. We'll take one last deep breath in through the nose for 5. A deep breath out through the mouth. And open your eyes. Maybe give your toes, fingers a bit of a wiggle. And enjoy the rest of your day in this calm mindset.